Picture the following if you dare. A lone woman stirs from her sleep. Raising her head slightly to scan the room, she locks eyes on a monstrous human form oozing with grease as black as his soul. Her eyes widen in terror because she knows who it is that she faces. The uncatchable, oil-smeared violator known as the Oily Man. Hello everybody, Shrouded Hand here. Here's another weird story all the way from Malaysia. The Orang Minya, the Oily Man. Who or what the Oily Man is disputed by many. To some, the Oily Man is classed as a hantu, a regional term for a demon or spirit. Others say that he is a surviving form of a prehistoric man with a knack for smelling out virgins. Some say that he is a living beast, akin to a Bigfoot or a Yeti. To others, he is simply a man, a cunning rapist who uses his slick body to squirm from the clutches of angry boyfriends, fathers, and law enforcement alike. Out in the rural districts of Malaysia, the Orang Minya is an evil warlock who has made himself untouchable with malevolent occult oils so that he can take his fill of the local young ladies. There have been countless attacks recorded since at least the 1950s that have been blamed on the Orang Minya. This myth is so entrenched that young girls have been known to try and keep the Oily Man away by sleeping in sweaty and dishevelled clothing. This is to give them the appearance of someone who has just had sex so that they will be of no interest to the Orang Minya. Today, from time to time, in local news across Thailand, Singapore and Indonesia, there are reports of rapes carried out by the Oily Man. According to a report in The Star, a Malaysian newspaper, there were multiple sightings over the Christmas of 2011 of not one but two oily men. I saw the bald Orang Minya hiding behind the water tank of a house at about 2 in the morning. It was breathing really loudly like a cow. It was black and shiny. When I shone my light on it, the thing stuck out its head to look back at me. Before I could do anything, it climbed up on the roof and disappeared. One eyewitness saw it crawling up the stairs of the house just like Spider-Man. When it reached the top, it suddenly jumped onto the roof. I don't think a human could do that. It then just disappeared. The hair on my hand stood up. We can laugh and joke about it, but this is serious. All the families here have young girls. 200 people patrolled the street waiting for the Orang Minya to appear, and many carried machetes and axes. The villagers believed that they'd discovered the site in which the men conducted sinister ritual oil baths, but the oily men themselves were not captured. As is common with many of the mythological creatures in this part of the world, many movies have been produced that only fuel sightings of this diabolical oily rapist. Movies with imaginative names such as The Oily Maniac, Curse of the Oily Man, and The Oily Man Strikes Again. And then there's more modern incarnations, Orang Minya from 2007 and 2012's Pontianak vs Orang Minya. These develop and spread the myths into present day. The Orang Minya is often seen as a bogeyman type figure, with parents threatening their kids with, "If you don't eat your dinner, the Oily Man will get you." The Oily Man isn't just limited to Malaysia and Indonesia either. Another case in Sri Lanka in 2011 boiled over into mass violence, leading to the death of a policeman trying to calm local groups chasing grease devils. The panic over these nocturnal creatures has gotten so bad that military and police have been fighting grease devil chasing lynch mobs. The official Sri Lankan message about grease devils is that they are criminals taking advantage of the legend to carry out their attacks. Some locals believe that the grease men are working with the military to keep the populace scared and give them an excuse to imprison people. The seeming link between the Orang Minya and the grease devil, despite the 2,500 kilometre distance between Sri Lanka and Malaysia. Does it come from a singular source? Could they exist in other parts of the world? So a slightly shorter video this week because I'm actually away from home for most of the week at a place that doesn't have any internet. So I just want to say thanks to everyone for watching the video and to all the supporters of the channel. Thank you very much for helping keep the lights on, it's much appreciated. So I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, goodbye.